Hello, John Drukowich here with the sixth installment of Loans, Homes, and Stuff. Our question of the day is, John, how do I get out of mortgage insurance? Well, if I've told you once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5, the way to get out of mortgage insurance today is you refinance. That's the smartest way. Rates are fantastic. They're crazy low. They're probably better than where you're at anyway, so why even worry about getting out of PMI by dropping it in some way, shape, or form? Just go out and refinance. Okay, you don't want to do that, and you're looking for an option independent of a complete refinance for whatever reason. So let me just tell you a little bit about mortgage insurance. There's primarily 2 types. You have private mortgage insurance that's issued by a private company, typically behind a conventional mortgage. And then you have standard MI or standard mortgage insurance issued by the Federal Housing Administration, and that goes hand in hand with an FHA loan. What does mortgage insurance do? Well, mortgage insurance, unlike car insurance that's there to kind of protect you, you crash your car, they replace it. Mortgage insurance is purely there for the lender's purpose. You're there to ensure the lender gets at least 80% of the equity. So you're covering that additional percent. So if you put 5% down, they're covering that other 15%, and you pay for it monthly. So mortgage insurance, there's no benefit to you monetarily. However, without mortgage insurance, you'd probably need a whole lot more cash in your pocket to buy that house. So that's what mortgage insurance does. How can I get out of mortgage insurance? Let's say I paid down my loan a little bit and I believe the value's worth a little bit more. How can I get out of mortgage insurance? Do I just have to hit that 80% like my mortgage banker told me? Oh yeah, when you get to 80%, they'll just drop it. Well, the only time they have to drop your mortgage insurance is when you reach 78%. So once you reach 78% of the original loan to value, your mortgage insurance must get dropped. Outside of that, when you reach 80% through a normal course of payments, this means you're not paying an extra or doing anything like that, just your standard amortization schedule, they will drop it at 80%. So if you're looking at getting out of it a little bit sooner and you didn't want to refinance, which really is the smartest thing to do, here's some things that the CFPB says you must do. You must request it in writing. You must have a good, clean payment history. You have to be able to prove that there are no other liens on the home, or you may be asked to prove this, and they may ask you for an appraisal or a BPO. So there typically are some costs associated with trying to get out of your mortgage insurance sooner or your PMI. So I just want to give you a little scenario here. Let's say 2 years ago, June, July 2014, you purchased a home for $179,000. You didn't have a lot of money, so you went FHA. That was one of your only options back then. You put 3.5% down. You had a 750 credit score, so you had great credit. You got an FHA loan. The rate was around 3.75%, and you're paying $200 per month in mortgage insurance. You hear where rates are at, oh, it may or may not make sense. The rate's about the same as mine. So I'm just not going to do anything and I'll just stay here. Well, let's just say that your house is appreciated today to $225 and you owe about $170. So you would now be at an 80% equity position. Let's say rates even are the exact same. So you had 3.75, you take a new rate of 3.75, and that should be available out there. If you still have that same 750 credit score, you save $200 a month, and the rate didn't change at all. You just saving $200 a month. And PMI, well, it may be tax deductible for some. If you make less than $100,000, you get to write off PMI. And then between 100 and 109, you get to write off some fractional percent. So outside of getting the tax deduction, if you make less than that, I would say that's a no-brainer. Let's even say that your house didn't appreciate that much. Let's just say it went up 5.5% per year. It's worth a little over $200,000. You still owe $170. Oh no, I'm still going to be in PMI. Yes, you're still going to be in PMI. However, your PMI goes from $200 a month down to $28 a month. So that's a savings there of roughly $172. Or there are also some options where you may be able to take a slightly higher interest rate. Let's say you move from that 3.75 to 3.875. Your payment goes up by $12 on your principal and interest, but now you pay no mortgage insurance at all. The lender paid for that insurance premium for you. You never have to touch it again. So the moral of the story here is, if you're paying PMI based on where mortgage interest rates are today, or really at any point, if you think your house is appreciated, PMI works as risk equals rate. So each time that you get 5% more equity in your house, your PMI factors drop. If your credit was bad when you took out your loan and now your credit scores have improved, your PMI may be cheaper just as a result of that. So keep that in mind. Take a look at your mortgage often, especially when you hear that mortgage interest rates are at an all-time low. Now is a great time for a mortgage checkup, especially the people that are forwarding this on to you. They probably care about you. That's the reason that they're sending it. They want to see you in the best position. And just think, your rate can stay the same and you can save your family $200 a month, and you didn't have to do much but go through a refinance. With the way rates are today, often there's lender paid credits, different things to where the cost is virtually nothing or very close to nothing, and you can save money. Please like, follow, share, and send me some questions for some additional shows. Otherwise, I'm going to have to come up with weird, creative things, and God only knows what that's going to bring. So thank you very much. Have a great day. Please follow, like, share, subscribe on YouTube. Thank you very much, and you have a great day.